Welcome to Content Inspire. I'm your host, Andrew Calvino. And today I have the badass and legend, Kayla Smith. And straight up, you are badass. You're a legend. And the fact that I met you when we were out in Atlanta, straight up, you're cool people. And I have a feeling that when people hear your story, they're going to go after it. So introduce yourself to the listeners.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited because just seeing you grow, and seeing this podcast start and then having the ability to come on it. But for the listeners, my name is Kayla. On Instagram, I am small but swole. That regards to my short stature and the fact that I am a power lifter. So my favorite thing to do is lift big weight. I am a fitness manager at a gym. And aside from that, I hang out at home with my corgi and my cat.
Nice. Sweet. Thank you for sharing that with me and the listeners. So, first question your way is, what is your why?
It's a big one to start with, Andrew. No, I love that question. I feel like that's definitely something we should all think about every day, because having that in your mind, it really aligns you with your own goals and your own purpose, and helps ensure that you're staying on your own path. For me, I have a tattoo that says "Be the Light," so that I can see that every day. So that's something I definitely go back to, and regarding fitness with that, I actually grew up in a small town outside of Atlanta, and there wasn't that much to do there at all. And so unfortunately, a lot of people developed negative hobbies, regarding crime, drugs, things like that. And so for myself, fitness was kind of my light, and I stayed away from all that. And so being able to share that with people every day, with my clients, coming in, seeing those faces, and just in such a negative world with so much going on, being able to say no, my passion is for you to better yourself, and take time for yourself. That's definitely what it is for me personally.
Sweet. Thank you for sharing that on the real. And so my next question was going to be, what made you get into fitness? But you got into fitness to get away from crime or making wrong decisions, wrong choices in that small town. So fitness essentially saved you and all that fun stuff. So I know you transitioned from bodybuilding to powerlifting. What do you love about powerlifting that is making you want to focus on that full time?
Yeah, so I did start in bodybuilding initially. I grew up, my inspirations were all the famous bodybuilders and the bikini girls, Nikki Blackketter. I grew up watching her, and so I always wanted to step on stage, and I'm so glad I did that, because it was a journey that allowed me to grow a lot. But unfortunately, post my show that I did, there was a lot going on, and I was in a bad place in my life. I had just moved to a new place by myself, going through a breakup, and that is just the time that I met this group of people, who were all powerlifters. And I was trying to gain weight at the time post show. I was having trouble putting weight on, and they were like, "Why don't you start powerlifting?" And I was like, "I'm not strong enough to do that," And but it was so therapeutic for me at that time, being able to go in the gym and just move some freaking weight, and then also, you know, powerlifting, to me, it shows you how strong you are, not just physically but mentally, and how resilient your body is. And I fell in love with it, the first time I competed. So I feel like bodybuilding definitely, it was a journey for me, but my love and passion was found on the powerlifting platform.
Okay, that's sick on the real. And then what competition are you getting ready for currently?
Yeah, so right now I'm actually 4 weeks out from drug tested North American Championships. So that will actually be my first international powerlifting competition.
Okay, that's sick. And then who is your coach, and do you have a coach for nutrition as well, or do you handle that aspect?
Yeah, so I do my own nutrition. pretty much. But my coach for powerlifting, Nikita Koba, he is a great coach. We have a whole team of really inspiring, awesome people that come from all walks of life. So I stand by the coaching 100%. It's a good time.
Okay, sweet. And then last time we talked, I believe you were doing in-person personal training and online coaching as well. Are you still running in-person and online coaching business?
Yeah, so online I don't do so much now. Um, I don't think it's really my niche. I am a fitness manager at a gym. I love seeing those people every day. You know, just like seeing them in person and that connection and their faces, it literally keeps me going every day. So I think I'm on the in-person training path.
Okay, that's cool. And then, so quick question your way is, how did your relationship with class nutrition start?
Yeah, so they originally actually reached out to me a little over a year ago when they were starting the brand. And at the time we were gonna partner, and then things just ended up not working out because they hadn't really established things yet. And then, which was unfortunate because I was really excited to work with them. And segue around this year, they found me again, and we chatted on the phone. And our goals really aligned, and I just love the brand. So I actually was taken on as their first athlete for the brand, and it's been great ever since. They're growing so much, and it's exciting to see.
That's awesome. I'm glad that you found a brand that that you believe in, that you're going to be growing with, and the fact that you're the first athlete, that's incredible. So cool. Happy for you. And then if you had an opportunity to sign with like an athletic apparel brand, who would you sign with? Alpha Elite, A7, Anaka?
So, okay, there's two. And one is, I don't know if you've seen all these slippers that all these powerlifters are wearing, right? It's called Notorious Lift. Listen,
Yeah.
I am just obsessed. And I want them in every color. I love that brand. So I'd love to sign with them. And another one, this one's probably less expected. It's not so much a powerlifting brand. It's actually called Fit Aid. It's more of a CrossFit style drink. And it's a recovery drink. And when I tell you I drink one of these religiously every day, and if I don't have my Fit Aid, my friends like, no, like someone get this girl a Fit Aid. So I buy cases of those anyway. So to ever be able to partner with them would be amazing.
Okay, that's pretty cool. That's sick. So Notorious Lift and Fit Aid for definitely
Yeah.
for energy drinks and just to help you out on a daily basis. And then, yeah, I see on your bio you state happiness is anabolic. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, so that's a good question. I actually surprisingly haven't had that many people ask about it, but it's just a mentality I thought to myself in the gym one day, right? So obviously, anabolic is, for those listening who don't know, it's the state your body is in when you're growing and you're growing muscle. So you, like bodybuilders always say, hey, bro, got to get my protein or else I'm not going to be anabolic. And I say happiness is anabolic because it's, to me, like joy and just staying happy. That's how you're going to grow. It's kind of cheek and tongue, but I just try to remind myself in the gym, like, not keep your stress low. Like, you got to stay positive. Happiness is anabolic. So it's just kind of a mentality.
Okay, that's sick. Thank you for sharing that with me and the listeners. I completely agree 100% that when you're happy and you're doing things out of happiness, bro, everything else just falls into place. So yeah, sick. And then leading on to the next question is, what would you say to the person who's afraid to go after what they want?
That's a good one because I was that person, like,
Yeah.
I think we all kind of struggle with that to varying extents. And, I think that's probably what I would tell the person afraid to go after they want is We all are. Like at the end of the day, most of us are anxious, most of us are scared. It's normal human behavior. And honestly, like the corny statement is so true of like the biggest regrets in life are the things you didn't go after, you know, because it's like what helps me was I don't want to be that person who wonders, you know, I don't want to be that person stuck in this environment thinking, you know, what if I got up and moved 3 hours away by myself? What if I stepped on stage? You know, because at the end of the day, like the worst thing that's going to happen, you never fail, you just learn, you know?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Wow. Yeah. I think I think you definitely met me right after I finally got past my BS, my anxiety of failure, my everything. So you met me right when I had maybe like 2 or 3 months after I joined the takeover team and I was doing my thing in Atlanta. But now I see like you've absolutely blown up in powerlifting. You're killing it and you're in a good, happy place. So that's sick. So thank you for sharing your experience and your story with my listeners. So dropping another quick question your way is, what music do you listen to while working out?
Okay. So honestly, it varies very widely between like complete just hardcore rap music and Disney soundtracks. And I'm not lying when I say this because yesterday I hit a deadlift PR and I did it to the Mulan soundtrack, the
Yeah.
song I'll Make a Man Out of You. That
Mhm.
is my jam. Like at competitions, I'll have my headphones in. I know people probably think, man, like she's listening to some hardcore music. Nah, I'm listening to probably the Mulan soundtrack, to be honest.
Right. So everyone that's listening, try to put a Disney soundtrack song while you're in the gym and hit a PR. So yeah, try
It
that.
works wonders. It does.
Also, another fun question your way is, what shows do you watch on Netflix, Hulu on your downtime?
So, to be honest, I'm more of a YouTube podcast person than I am Netflix.
Okay.
100%. I don't know if it's our generation,
Mm-hmm.
but I have been in lately to just watching old shows, to be honest, like the comfort shows. I'll go back and watch New Girl a million times, or just me and my roommate love to watch just trash reality TV together because it's like a comfort. So,
Well, new girl is life, so that's fine. That's all good. And then yeah, I do feel kind of like people watch YouTube and podcasts more nowadays than just regular old Netflix, Hulu, stuff like that. But you cannot go wrong with New Girl, guys. Like sick.
it's a
Um,
go for sure.
yeah. Who's your favorite character on New Girl?
Schmidt.
Schmidt. Yeah.
He's my spirit animal. He's the best.
Some people say like my personality is split between Schmidt and Winston. I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but
I can kind of see it.
oh, that's great. But yeah, no, Kayla, I just wanted to say thank you for hopping on Content Inspire, for sharing who you are, your story for the listeners. And is there anything that you would like to say to them before we hop off?
Yeah, I guess just a closing statement. Got to give a little inspiration because it's called Content Inspire. So I'm going to inspire you guys. Um, yeah, something I would just say to my younger self, I want any listener to hear is don't be afraid to go after you want. Like, no matter where you are, if you're in a freaking small town in Idaho or if you're in New York City, no matter, you know, what family you come from, what background you come from, like, it is in you. Like, what you want is within you right now. Let that hype you up. And no matter what you're going through, just hold on to that. So that's what I have to say.
Awesome. Sweet. So I'm going to tag everything of yours down below in the bio just so that people are able to check you out. And then listeners, till next time.
Thank you.